All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the BCL League of Legends tournament. I'm AJS0, and I am here with the one, the only, the man who was winning that game until they lost to Mr. Mai Wang.
Hello, I'm excited to be back casting some League of Legends.
Hell yeah, dude. If the last match was any indication of what we're going to get tonight, it's going to be a shit show where we see Zed Kiss, aka Legend Dinger, just not getting a ban off in time. And if somebody asks me, oh shoot, I made a mistake, can we remake? You know what I'm going to tell him? Nah, fuck you, dumbass. We're not remaking because you missed the ban. Well, I should give them benefit of the doubt. Maybe that's just they're trying to disrespect.
Yeah, in the LBL we had our team get a ban taken off of us, but instead we only banned one character, and we won that game. So maybe that's the strat going in here.
I like
disrespect.
It's very obvious that there was not a ban there too. So as we head into this game, as we try to get these team names right here. So on the left side, the blue side, we're going to have Seraphine Bathwater going up against Simpin' Ain't Easy. And this is from predictions. I think everyone thinks that SBW, great team name, maybe going to struggle on the Rift.
Yeah, these are some players that I think even at their peaks didn't quite hit the peaks of the other three teams.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing. Is if you ask me what is the best case scenario for this team, well, it starts with that Heimerdinger being left open. I assumed that would be. I mean, it's literally in the name now after they took Zed from him.
I actually thought that they were gonna leave open the Ornn, and he was gonna pick that, and nobody was gonna be ready for Zed's Ornn, because that's definitely on my notes to ban.
Yeah, I'm curious here. So Trundle, I guess there's a lot of Trundle players on Simpin' Ain't Easy, but they're hopefully not playing Trundle in a Heimerdinger. That'll be a disaster, I would think.
Most of the time Trundle is now played in the jungle.
That's good.
We don't see too many Trundle tops, and the Trundle support died off pretty hard as well. Though I guess I would kind of expect Scotchana to pull out a comfort pick. I think I remember him playing a lot of Trundle.
Hey, maybe it'll be Trundle support.
Yeah. John Gruden on that MF, kind of expected him to pick Vayne. He's put in a lot of games of Vayne this season.
I mean, maybe his better teammates just told him no on that one. Ooh, here we go. Our first Seraphine. The bathwater is being loaded.
So the most successful role that I've personally seen Seraphine in is AP carry bot lane. Put her with either Sona or Senna, or really anything that complements her. She does very well. I'll be very excited if this is a mid lane though.
Yeah, it's so an FYI to people that haven't been following. If you've heard about Seraphine and you've seen her kit, you might have assumed she was intended to be a support, but she was designed to be a mid laner first and foremost. She's on the long list of new heroes and hero reworks in the last few years that has not been intended to be a support, that has been played a lot as a support, and the Redditors are not happy about it.
Yeah, they just did some adjustments to her to make some of her cooldowns even longer. I believe one of her spells is on like a 22-second cooldown. Not great for support. So I think she's going to start to get moved out of that role a little bit, but I guess we'll see.
So we're seeing a lot of iconic characters making it late into this draft. Not like the last game where it was like Salvo's Jinx was taken away right away, even though I think almost everyone knew he probably wasn't playing bot lane. This game, I'm really surprised that Belkaz out of Blabour made it to phase 2. Thrifty is going to have one of his big 2 available here, whether it's the Zyra or the Karthus, or both.
I have notes for Thrifty of a lot of characters that I think he would be scary on. I think he would still be very scary on Cassiopeia. That's what he played when we were doing our Clash matches, and he was very successful on that. And he was also very successful on Anivia.
Well, and whatever it is, he's going to be last picking it here. Is Morgana in the... Wait a second.
We're going to get...
Is that Morgana mid? Is that Morgana top?
No, what? I think that's Morgana mid.
On Thrifty?
Why would we... Renai?
But I I don't know. So the assumption on this team for Simpane and Easy on the red side, everyone thought it was going to be Renai in the jungle, Thrifty in the mid, and they wouldn't give a shit what happened in their side lanes because those two could carry. But from these picks, I'm thinking that might not be the case.
Mid, Thrifty's up top. We're going to see a Vladimir pick right here, I bet.
Oh, that'll be interesting.
I bet that's the play, because there's no reason that you would put Blab on such a low skill champ like Morgana.
Well, we'll find out before long here, as these picks will have to be locked in. But on the red side, we at least have some finality here. Is the bot lane is going to be the last two. We got Tizzy and K-King, I believe, picking for themselves here with this Caitlyn Braum. So I've heard King's playing well.
Yeah, I've not heard anything. I've never checked any of his match history. I would love to see him back to his old form.
Well,
as it's been quite a few years.
Yeah, his old form was decent. I'm not
Vladimir
the caliber
right
of some
here.
of the other players here, and it looks like you were right on that, Vladimir. So we'll, I guess, give it a sec here to see who the hell locks what. But then we are gonna be muting stream while we wait out the spectator delay in just a moment. So some really interesting pick. I'm really excited to see this Dinger.
Dinger's pretty good. For the first half of the season, I was basically a Dinger main. And he's good right now. Although I don't think he's that great into Vladimir.
Yeah,
I feel like that's
I think Zed
not
was
an advantage.
I think Zed was planning to abuse somebody else on that team, and he was not ready to see Thrifty up there against him.
Yeah. Although Heimerdinger does have a lot of cool things that he can bring to the current meta that I don't feel like he's utilized enough in. He's really good at taking objectives, laying down that turret and just like popping one out. Is super nice.
All right, guys. So that's the picks. We're gonna, like we did last game, we're gonna mute stream for a few minutes here because if you've watched the SBL, you know listening to us ramble for 3 minutes never goes well. So we will cut back as this cuts into game. So stay tuned. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Baddie Charity League. Second game of our bracket. On the left, we have Seraphine Bathwater. On the right, Simpin' Ain't Easy. One of these teams going to be going to our winners finals. As a reminder, we have to rearrange the scoreboards ourselves. Also, real quick, Wayne, when you get into game, speed up to make sure you are caught up to live. We had a little issue last game where I was a bit behind both of the casters and we didn't catch it for a couple of minutes.
Oh, yeah.
But depending on if you had any lag on the loading screen, that can happen. So I'm at 24, 25, 26 on game time. And then
yep, I'm right along with you.
Perfect. Every couple of minutes, just check up your speed. But here we go. Last game, Zed on mic, when he was casting, was really shitting on the teams for doing nothing level 1. And Seraphine Bathwater are going to rush in, be seen, and probably not too much. And I think this is going to be a fight. Renai Circulation's going to come in here and find somebody. Get ready.
This is super scary for Seraphine Bathwater coming in on this level 1, because they don't have that much on level 1. Like, you got the Braum Q if you hit 4 auto attacks, but they have Morgana.
So
Leona.
They committed 3 wards, but they're now going to have full sight of Think Twice's first half of his first clear at least, so it's not nothing, I guess.
Yeah. 90 seconds, they'll probably clear all 3 camps and just move on, as they probably would expect. But I guess Strongdale could gank pot. That's a possibility. He does have enough CC to do something down there.
So I've been playing a little bit of jungle in my comeback, exclusively Vi, so I'm really excited to see Crystallize on this Vi, but I definitely do not have the balls for the level 2 gank yet.
Oh, level 2 gank on Vi is so much fun. Go in there with the Q.
Yeah, what if I screw up, dude? Then I'll be so far behind.
YOLO, you're probably not good enough.
You're probably right, but you know who else is not good enough is Zed, the legend dinger up in the top lane. How did he take 2/3 of a health bar off of a level 1 minion trade?
That was probably Vladimir Q'd his minions, and then got the empowered Q, and he took an auto and an empowered Q.
Yeah, I mean, he's able to health pot away, obviously. He's got 2 of them, and he's still pushing here, so he's in a fine state, but, that was just, odd. It's really hard to take that much damage in a level 1 trade in top lane.
Yeah, especially when you're Hemer and you're going to be staying back pretty far ways, especially compared to Vladimir. Oh, you know what I did not notice? It is Think Twice in the jungle.
Yeah, Think Twice on the Trundle, and Crystallize. Crystallize is invading right now. They're trying to capitalize on Zed's push, but I don't think neither of these junglers saw each other, which means Think Twice is going to get in first. Crystallize is really far away here. This should be a flash forest, I think. No, Zed actually good balls. He puts a lot of damage. Oh, in the bot lane, we've got engages going in. Summoners being traded both ways. Both these AD carries are low. As, there's a big stun on the Scotchnaut. Everyone is so low, but King has to play this so defensively. Both of these AD carries forced way back. Not all the summoners blow. Meanwhile, in the top lane, Thrifty actually has to force because Crystallize finally collapses. A lot of summoners blown.
Yeah, this is a very aggressive start to this game.
You love to see it.
We see the invade going in, even when Seraphine's pushed all the way up. I don't think that was a very good invade.
Wait, you don't think it was good of Crystallize to invade when both of his lanes were pushing?
Oh wow, I need more caffeine. I thought Torno was on the other side. Oh wow.
I got you. This is why we have 2 casters in the booth. So there is a flash forced out of the Bath Princess herself.
Yeah, she does not have very much escape in that lane. Pretty much if you catch Seraphine, she's done.
Yeah, there could be some gank potential there too. If Think Twice can use the pillar to set up an easier binding for Renai. And Renai, he's really the player I most wanted to watch heading into this tournament. Was just recently at Platinum again. Oh, John Gruden is going to be able to put some real damage into Tizzy here. As King is just now getting caught up. Maybe not as much damage as I thought, as it's K-King going for these autos onto John Gruden. There's a flash force, but Tizzy going to go low before the 80 carries trade. But King, he's committed here. The Vi's coming down the roam. It's a 1-for-1. And now the junglers are going to engage each other. The mid laners are going to show up. Seraphine dropping the bathwater into some faces, and I don't think anyone else is going down here. As, no, Crystallize, he's playing this aggressively. K-King trying to set up for a Q. And all right, we got these teams. They're willing to fight here.
This is just a fucking bloodbath.
Yeah, there are not a lot of summoners left in this bot lane at this point. But on the trade there, it's kill goes to K-King, but only goes to Scotch on support on the other side. So a slight win for SBW.
6 minutes in and 6 flashes down.
You'll love to see it.
5 flashes down. Awesome.
Yeah, if I am Crystallize, I really want to maybe power farm to 6 and try to get an ult gank off before flashes come out. But Jesus, Thrifty is getting lit up by these dinger turrets. Thrifty's playing with fire here. He should probably be taking a cheater recall. I mean, it's probably not even a cheater recall. I mean, maybe he's calling for Think Twice to come over, but like, he's one mistake away from dying in this lane. He doesn't have a flash.
Yeah, but he should be able to heal up decent amounts with his Q, especially when this wave comes through. Zed does not have a ward up there. There's zero vision for him, so Trunto should be able to come in and pretty easy gank if he wants to. And he doesn't have that much mana.
I don't know how easy it'll be for a Trundle to gank him, though. That's my only concern, is once Trundle starts running into those dinger turrets.
Yeah, I think Thrifty's going to be able to drop the ult and zone him off pretty hard, though. Yeah, look at... Alright, we're down to 1 dinger turret up top.
Oh, but Scotch gets the engaged. King, remember, does not have a flash available. And MF trying to lay down these ults. They have to drop the exhaust onto John Gruden's MF, but this is a very low King. And King gets cocked in this bot lane. And now Tizzy in a lot of danger here. Another snare going up, and that's going to be a double kill off screen, we assume. And yeah, there... Sorry, yes, it was. And meanwhile, while it happens, Trundle comes in the mid lane, mops up Seraphine.
Yeah, red side completely taking control of this game now. Should be able to pick up this easy dragon.
No, I don't... Well, Crystallize wants to go in for the big play 1v2 to mop things up.
Right into minions, though.
That was really bad.
Oh! John Gruden even makes it out alive!
Yeah, I think you might need to catch up to me. I'm 740, 41, 42.
Oh, wow. This spectator.
Yeah, every minute or so, I would try to just tap that plus key to make sure you double speed up for a few seconds, as League is on point. But Sippin' Ain't Easy also on point here. 5-1 in the kill feed. 2,500 gold almost. But they are taking a very low health Dragon over Eye Circulation, getting some nice zoning onto the Seraphine and on the wind. You can't sell bathwater when you're dead or zoned out of the fight. Now John Gruden dropping a pretty nice Misfortune ult, but the bullet time is going to cost him his life. And now Thrifty Senpai is in on the teleport. He puts down an ult that's going to do some damage. I don't know if it's going to secure any kills, as it's a 1-for-1 so far. And the Dragon did go over to Seraphine Bathwater during the chaos.
Wow, I feel now that Thrifty looked like he missed spell red on Heimerdinger that would have picked him up the kill.
That's unlucky.
It is very unlucky.
Still though, it is a 2,000 gold lead in favor of Sippin' Ain't Easy right now, even though they did lose the Dragon, not the end of the world this early in the game. But this is a bigger gold lead than we saw in a very, very long amount of time in the last game.
Yeah, this game's gonna look like it's gonna be just slightly more decisive.
Or at least these teams will be pressing the gas a bit.
And out of these 6 kills, 3 of them are sitting on Leona right now.
Yeah, that's maybe the best thing that Seraphine Bathwater has going for them, is that Leona, not a very strongly scaling support champ. They, Sippin' Ain't Easy definitely did not want all the kills going that way. Meanwhile, we got Assault and Battery being dropped on the solo Think Twice. Zed not paying any attention to this because he's trying to secure a kill of his own. And we still see Crystallize going in on this jungle duel. And Trundle is intended to be a duelist, but he is getting dunked on right now. Renai coming in here on the roam. He's going to put out a lot of pressure, but the wind is now joined in. Crystallize does not get the knock aside. Blabooer is going to be tossing a nice ult out, but it only stuns one, and he may have committed a little too much. Now Thrifty Senpai is roaming in. He's putting down some big damage, and we've got a 1-for-1 so far. Thrifty, oh, he gets blocked by Zed with a great stopwatch, and that is going to secure Zed the kill.
Wow.
Wow, indeed.
Sorry.
Seraphine Bathwater, I mean, they're making some plays here. They're chipping away at this gold lead.
Now we're 1k difference. Got a while before the next dragon comes up. See if these junk villagers look to get the Rift Herald before we hit the 14-minute mark. But like Vi's keep clearing Gromp, I would expect her to go to Rift Herald because she doesn't have too many other camps up.
Yeah, she is path in that direction. I agree, the Rift Herald makes a lot of sense for Seraphine Bathwater right now, just because it's so free for Zed to keep that top lane pushed, like, straight to turret with minimal risk. But he's going to be opting for an invade instead, so he's going to be trying to keep Think Twice as far down as possible. By the way, Think Twice is still level 5 to a level 7 on Crystallized. That is really rough.
That's huge.
I mean, he does just Think 6, but that's still...
6, yeah, right here in the wave.
So meanwhile, in this top lane, this could be some risk for Thrifty Senpai as this lane's resetting to center, and I think Directive Camera is going to take us up here because Vi is coming in. Remember, Think Twice. Oh, here we go. There's a nice wave out of Thrifty Senpai, but he's still maybe in some danger here. Assault and Battery's coming down. Thrifty a bit out of tower range. They're trying to finish this one off, but they're playing this very aggressively. It's going to be a 1-for-1 on the gank.
But Zed's going to pick up some of those precious plates. He's the only lane in the game that's picked up any plates at all.
Yeah, this
we're about to hit that 14-minute mark when they're about to fall off.
Yeah, solid for Zed there as he nearly gets executed. As just taking a peek at the gold here, it's about a 600 gold lead in the top lane for Zed. As that is no, Zed is about to get ganked here as I'm looking at the gold, not the game, and Think Twice just walks in, takes that bounty.
Nice circulation coming down here, bot.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to just try to get some poke here. They're going to set up for a dragon, spawning about in 30-ish seconds, I think. And Kaken got to be careful. I mean, if he gets bound under tower here, they could dive, or they maybe don't even think they need to. They're just dropping ults here. A big bullet time out of John Gruden through the exhaust will secure a kill there. Now John Gruden flashing away. Tizzy trying to go for the chase out of the AD carry, but Tizzy, I don't know if you know this, but you're Braum. Braum does not do a lot of damage. Needs to be joined by her teammates there. John Gruden gets some damage down before he dies. Now Renai Circulation's able to mop up a kill. 2 for 2 so far, as I think everyone's going to just walk away. But Crystallize wants to play this aggro, jumps in, secures a kill, and I believe that was 2 for 3 in favor of Seraphine Bathwater.
Yep, that's what it looks like to me.
And through all that, no one has any agency to go towards this dragon, and we are back to neutral.
Come on, teams. Get some jungle camps.
Turret plating will soon fall.
So, good job to Seraphine Bathwater. They've really been grinding their way out of a deficit early, which, I mean, 2,000 early, that's not a game-breaking deficit in the current meta. As we know, this could be a very swingy game. Especially at the lower levels of play, but well done out of them.
Dragon?
Yeah.
Bathwater? Easily secure it.
They do gotta be careful here, though, as they're just now getting out of the pit. They're actually putting some big damage onto Scotch. We'll see if he's gonna try to turn this. He drops an ult defensively, but that was probably a wasted cooldown there. Meanwhile, in the top lane, Thrifty actually gets a solo kill on the Legendinger. And we will have an Infernal Soul game. So that jungle, with some of those walls, is going to be melting away. And a big soul is going to be on the map.
Yeah, if we look at how does this soul play out, I mean, we got big damage coming out of Vladimir and MF, and big damage coming out of Heimerdinger and Caitlyn, and I guess kind of out of Seraphine. This should be pretty good for pretty much both teams.
Yeah, well, Renai really committed here on the gank. Remember, there are... oh, there's actually a defensive teleport coming out of... I don't know. Somebody on Seraphine Bathwater is going to be on the wind here on the Seraphine. They get a nice chime on a Renai circulation, but he's turning this around with an ult. Renai circulation going to get popped before that ult finishes off. And now, big ults coming out in both directions. It's an 0 for 2 in favor of Seraphine Bathwater as they're still pushing this forward. They're going to try to mop up the jungler, and they will. 0 for 3, Seraphine Bathwater.
Wow. Not who I would expect would have control of this game.
Yeah, and this is kind of the state of the day so far. We had our predictions, but at the end of the day, this was going to be a really unpredictable event, especially in League of Legends Best of Ones. So this has been really exciting here as a first brick going to go the way of Seraphine Bathwater as well. They are now at a solid 2,000 gold lead as well as the 2 dragons up.
Those 2 dragons is such a big deal. When you can secure all 4 dragons and get that soul, or have a lot of chances for them not to get soul, it takes a lot of ease off of your game.
Alright, so taking a look back at where we're at in this game states, not a lot of crazy farm in this game. There's been a lot of fighting, so it's been costing a lot of these teams some creeps. Alright, we're going to see a Rift Herald started up here. Actually, a big commit on the Rift Herald, and Simpin and Easy still has both of their bot laners in bot, so this should be free for Bathwater. Although the 3 that are available are coming in, I assume just try to poke, but Eye Circulation can do it safely with the Black Shield. And yeah, he's going to just be walking away, so that will be going over to Crystallize. Now we'll see what they do with it. As
they get the Rift Herald, but what are they gonna gain out of it?
Yeah, they want
we have John Gruder to take this turret down here.
Yeah,
easy.
but I mean, they're kind of doing well in this fight here, or they should have been doing well in this fight here because they really had the team outmanned. But instead, in a 3 versus 5 situation, they actually split because Crystallize and Legendinger were going to go push with Shelly while they let their teammates have a 3v3. And now we have a race in the 2 side lanes, but one side has Shelly, one side has 0 defense. And while we're at it, mid lane being pushed as well, Shelly gets a lot of damage on this mid tier too. And now Thrifty Senpai is in a diveable position. He has to be careful. Think Twice here is able to back him up. And now Crystallize going in. Oh my god, Think Twice, he's so squishy. And now I don't think they're done. They're going in. They get the knock on Thrifty Senpai, play it too aggressively. And that means these tier 2s in both side lanes will be going down as John Gruden finishes this in the bottom. Legendinger about to finish it in the top. And this game pace is so much more accelerated than the last game. Oh my god, though. Tizzy is so fast. Gets the slow on a John Gruden. It's going to force a lot of defensive moves there. As the tier 2 finally goes down top.
Yeah, a lot of excitement.
Are they not done? Renai's going in for the 1v2. He's got the ult onto both. It's going to force some big defensives up. I think Twice is here as well. And that's going to be a flash out of Legendinger. Now Crystallize turns and goddamn Crystallize! He is such a brawler on this vibe.
Wow, I would not have gone in on there.
As somebody who's played
like... seemed like a death sentence to me, but apparently Crystallize knows more about Vi than I do.
Hey, I've been playing a lot of Vi and I wouldn't have gone in there either, so... So now we enter a real weird game state with both of these teams having 2 towers down in a side lane. Finally a mid lane turret gets taken. That'll really open things up as we start setting up for a potential 3rd dragon for Seraphine Bathwater.
Yep, nobody has wards down there yet. They're just, Seraphine Bathwater just placing some down there. It looks like they're gonna lose control of the area though pretty quick. They gotta give it up because their jungler's not even close.
Yeah, so this...
Neither jungler is close.
This is dicey for Seraphine Bathwater, though, in my opinion. I do not think this team wants to 5v5, and I don't think they have that big of a lead to do so. They want Legendinger putting down the free pressure in a side lane, because look at all of these ults, especially in the Dragon area. If Simpin needs able to land them, they get 2 with Scotch, and that's Leona ult, and oh my god, the combo comes through, but it only mopped up 1 kill. They're trying to finish off a second, but John Gruden gets killed in the backline. A double kill for Thrifty Senpai, and a lot of low health bars. Legendinger and KK still untouched, but they are outmanned right now. Scotch maybe with a big whiff here. This is a really dangerous situation. If somebody lands some CC. This could turn into a pick, but K-King with the range on the Caitlyn. Gonna drop the ace in the hole, does not secure a kill. Now there is a snare on the K-King, but I do not think it can be followed up on. And it's going to be a 3 for 2. No, 57 by flashes, and he is looking for the 1. He can only get the 1, but that is a 3 for 3 fight, and no one has any chance of taking this dragon right now.
Well, we'll see. Trundle come up first. Most of
oh man, and Renai's circulation can just walk up. Oh, he's got the. That's the ignite. I don't think is going to be enough there. No, he barely makes down on the wind. Coming out of base, he's just wasting time at this point, and hopefully going to get an execute. Is what he's looking for. Is on the wind, trying to chase him down. It's an Infernal Soul, so there's a lot more pass from the jungle. And Renai's circulation, he's juking everyone. He's wasted so much time. Look at the mini map. He's managed to buy the time for his team to go get the Infernal Dragon, and that's probably worth.
I can't believe that. That was a lot of commit, but it's Batty League.
Oh, Crystallize goes in and he steals it! Crystallize steals it to force a soul point! Are you kidding me?
Wow. Seraphine Bathwater still hanging on to this game. I mean, even though they're not up gold, they do have control with 3 dragons. Is so great. You don't have to worry about them getting more dragons, or you don't have to worry about them getting many more dragons.
However, in a worst case situation, there is still that scenario where they get 4 Infernal Dragons online.
Or you get the 4th dragon and then they get the Elder and they just have better characters and better team comp. And
there has just been much better objective control out of Seraphine Bathwater. Too many players on Symphony and Easy have really wanted to overcommit to setting up some of these pick situations. And, I mean, to be honest, when they finally had a 5v5 situation, which is where this comp should excel, they just did not play it that well. But they're going to try to get some picks here. Skosh is going to drop a Solar Eclipse on the Legendinger, but there's a Braum there to defend, and that's a big ult off the table. But here we go. When in doubt, Nayram it out.
Oh,
as no, just kidding. Crystallize. He goes in. Yeah, that's 2 knock-asides. Crystallize is going to lose his. No, Crystallize still has not lost his life, and there's a turn. Now that's 2 kills. The MF ultimate puts some damage down, but it doesn't finish anyone. And Seraphine Bathwater is going to drown out Symphony and Easy in a 2 for 4.
And now Seraphine Bathwater have that 2K gold lead. Man, I hope they know what to do with this. But it's the Batty League.
Yeah, so the gold lead I don't think is that major. It's more the pressure lead they have set up. They've really kept all pushing lanes for a lot of the last while. And they have the Dragon Control. Obviously, they're on soul points. They have a lot of different ways to just set up the map to be pressured. They need to be moving these ward lines forward, which they do have a few wards up on the enemy side of the map. But they need to make sure that everyone is going home, back to base, buying multiple vision wards. Not a lot of vision wards in the inventories of Seraphine Bathwater. If I'm being harsh, that's unforgivable at this state of the game. They all just came out of base, and there's literally no excuse that not everyone in this team is walking out with vision wards, and everyone is letting Tizzy down right now. But that doesn't matter when Crystallize has a giant cock and he's flopping it into the enemy team, engaging it well, and there is a massive assault and battery. Renai circulation going to be traded for the buy, but that's a worth. These are some low health bars. Is from downtown, Legendinger's trying to poke things out. 57 by. He wants the hard carry here. He's going to, he does put down a lot of damage, but he's going to lose his life. He pushes into Legendinger, and now, 2 for 2 here. But still, the health bars are better for Seraphine Bathwater on the blue team, and we're gonna see what they do with it.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of options. They can go back and push lanes, I guess, clear their own jungle, but they don't really have an option to Baron, and Dragon's not up for a bit. Hopefully we'll see them get some deep vision. Yeah, we see Zed going warding that entrance bush.
Yo, shout out. Look at on the wind. He heard my call out. There it is. Vision ward, folks. You see this? You see this right here? Control ward. It's called a control ward now, Wang. You gotta correct me. I just embarrassed myself in front of 42 viewers on the internet.
It's a pink ward.
Pink ward. But it's red!
It's still a pink ward to me.
Alright, so let's take a restock of the big picture here. 2,500 lead for Seraphine Bathwater. Not that major. 3 dragons to 0. A bit more major.
Yes.
It's smaller than the
Definitely. But
And Vi,
Crystallize just going in there.
Yeah, that's big. They forced the defensive out of Thrifty, and they know if Thrifty dies, that this red team is fucked. And now they get an interrupt onto the John Grunwald. There is now almost no damage available for Symphony and Easy, as they are just being massacred right now. 1 for 2. They do manage to pick off a Tizzy, but they need to pick off some damage dealers, and the damage dealers on Seraphine Bathwater are feeling no pressure right now. Renai Circulation cannot run for his life, and it is a 1 for 3. This is going to be Dragon Soul over to Seraphine Bathwater.
This is huge for their team comp. This is so much damage. Like, their whole team is damaged. They don't have like real tanks on that team. We have Vi even with Trinity Force and Death's Dance. Like, this is damage.
Yeah, and I mean, if you're playing Vi, this is the ideal. Vi wants to get ahead enough that she can just get her, Warrior, Triforce, and hopefully another damage item. And being able to play kind of like a suicide bomber that's just diving the backline, disrupting everything, and even if she dies, putting out a lot of damage in the process and disruption, and forcing the enemy team to spend the whole fight running away. And that's been every time Crystallize starts charging that Q. Every single member of Symphony and Easy has to start running for their lives. If they pop a single defensive, he immediately pops the ult. And Crystallize is just dominating this game. And this is what I dream of every time I lock in the Vi, and I'm so excited to see it here.
Well, looks like we're going to see both these teams start to at least figure out what's up with Baron.
Yeah, I mean, that could be the next objective here. I would love to see Legendinger split pushing in the bot lane, because he will push it so fast. And then he can just... I think they can bait around this Baron, but instead they're going to just fight as once again Crystallize going in. John Gruden does get a pretty big ult off here. This could be a chance of something.
I think that was his first full ult.
Yeah, MF gets all the ticks off, and it turns into 2 kills for nothing. There is some damage coming out of the Dinger turrets here, but I do not know if... Oh, no, Scottshot. He is going forward, but he is really far away from his damage. That was a little bit of a throw. Now KK going to toss out his ult. Gets John Gruden. Suddenly, a big win for Symphony and Easy. It's a 2 for 2. And Thrifty Senpai now, he's going in. He's getting stunned or snared up. And Thrifty Senpai is, I assume, going to lose his life here. Yes, he does. Legendinger on a rampage. And it looks like Seraphine Bathwater is going to try to push down this mid lane. But a good binding over the wall from Renai evens things out a little. It's a 3 for 3 right now. And that means there will be no pushing available here for the 2 carries on Seraphine Bathwater.
You can pick up the jungle. Well, I guess they leave the jungle for Trundle.
Man, remember early on in this game when we were saying, like, wow, this is really accelerating. This is going to go so much faster than the last game.
No, it's still another 40-minute game. It's still another 40-minute League of Legends game. Unless we could see Seraphine Bathwater pick up the Baron, like, real quick and just push the win. I think this game has a lot of life left in it. a lot of life.
Well, they do finally decide to start up a split push here, although they do not waste any time here. On the Win commits the teleport nice and early, as he should. But Zedek is still very far away from this fight. But I don't know if they care. Tizzy's flashing forward, only gets the Trundle with the knock-up, and now a nice Scotch shot ult in the backline. That's going to turn into a good John Gruden ult. He gets some good damage down, but he is losing his life on the far side. And what I thought might have been okay for Symphony and Easy is very, very not okay. As there's a 1 for 2 so far, but it is still, ooh, a nice out of Renai circulation, but he's going to die on the tail end of this. He's trying to ult, but he has no time, and it is a 1 for 4 in favor of Seraphine Bathwater, who now have all the plays open for them.
Push this mid lane out, and then should be able to easily secure this Baron. And we should see a back, and I mean, Elder Drake's got to be coming up real soon.
Baron back, win. That's it. That's all they got to do.
I think we're gonna see a Baron back, push down the lanes, and then I think they're gonna start going for an Elder Drake. I don't think that they're going to get that much off of their Baron push.
I would like to see them split push you. I think they could. Oh, I mean, they don't have a teleport on Zed, so they might be scared
wanted them to
too.
split push all game.
Yeah, this is the baddie league.
Do it.
Honestly, if you're the one team in the baddie tournament that can split push, like, you're guaranteed top 2. But we will see here what happens. A little staggered on the backs out of Seraphine Bathwater, but they still have all 3 lanes in. Nothing on their side of the map, like, deep or anything, so they can still kind of do what they want here. Tizzy, kind of far from her team, though. I don't know. That was... These guys gotta just group up. Unless they're the split pusher. But the split pushers are all in the mid lane. So they're gonna run this down 5v5. I mean, they have Baron and a Caitlyn. So I can't fault them for doing this, especially they do see Think Twice up in the top lane right now, so they know they have a lot of pressure here. They do have some vision above them right now in the red side, so this should be a nice setup as Renai's looking for a root. He does get some nice damage on the Legendinger, but he should be able to play pretty safe as this tower's just melting. Scott's really trying to press the issue with that Leona ult. It doesn't do a thing. And now this mid lane tier 3 is under a ton of pressure, just a few more autos away. Is this oh, Seraphine ult from downtown, and Thrifty Senpai gets popped! This may be it, as now Vi going deep. This is 2 kills for Seraphine Bathwater. They still have not finished off this tower, by the way, but Renai's circulation flashing for his life. He's exhausted. Ace in the hole going to finish him off. And suddenly, as a 1-for-4 Crystallize, you have done your job. You have gone for the engage, disrupted the carries, and you have won your team this game, which means Seraphine Bathwater is going on to the winners finals. And Simpin Ain't Easy is going to play you, Wang, for 4th place.
Yep. You know, I feel like Dub Drum's spirit is really in this the Seraphine Bathwater's team. Everybody always counts them out and end up in the finals.
Yeah. So congratulations to them, which means we will be back in a moment. Like I said, we will have simultaneous games being played. Our only time tonight we will have anything off stream, just because we know it's going to be a long night. But stick around, guys. We're going to do a quick couple-minute break, and then we have our big announcement trailer when we return. So as soon as I set up this timer, I would say don't touch that browser.